wall, as the name says, mura spagnole, and somehow reconstructs and rebuilds what the city wall was in the past. It's going to sit here, and it's going to make again this gate that was so important to describe that feeling of what was inside and what was outside the city. So here the potential is, of course, to reconstruct somehow the reading of the city grid and to rebuild it in a contemporary way, maintaining this concept of the gate with our idea of this naked, transparent structure, and at the same time this sibling type of building that we find also in the history of Milano. There are indeed several places where copying one building, making it two out of one, has been a very successful tool to create urbanistic value. So our proposal is indeed to expand the realm of the project on the other side, and we are fighting with the city to involve this in the project. We don't know whether we will succeed, but so far the plan is allowing us to do such a second building, so this idea of the sibling could be fulfilled in the near future. We will soon start construction. The building has two sides, one which is through this transparency, allowing this contact with the garden of the former Baroque wall area, and the other side is really hardcore Milano street. Milano, which is the Lombardian city with its great urbanistic and artistic tradition, and with its great ex-master Aldo Rossi, who was our professor in the early 70s. And in some way this project is also an homage to Aldo Rossi, because several aspects are tracing back to his thinking in urbanistic terms. Here you can see that the building is somehow a hybrid of something very traditional and very contemporary, with the simple move of the geometry from an orthogonal grid into a grid which is taking on the angle of an adjacent side street. So this move is inspiring the whole geometry of the building and makes a difference between an orthogonal structure. As I said before, Aldo Rossi certainly has an impact in this project through his analysis of the Lombardian landscape, which is the linearity, the repetition that he admired so much. And maybe in his best work, in the Galaratese building, this is evident and somehow is like a project that has had a lot of inspiration when we were young students at the ETH. This building that you see on the right-hand side, Galaratese, is also remindful of the glorious period of the 60s and 70s in Italy, where intellectuals, of course, like Fred Grinelli, were active, but also